Welcome back to my channel, guys. So as promised, here is a glute activation routine. So this routine is the one that I normally do when I'm working out from home, especially now with the lockdown and everything. So the routine is basically to activate my glutes and get them ready for my actual workout. This is not my actual workout, this is just like a warm up. So I need to wake those glutes up and make sure that when I do start the workout, I'm actually targeting the right muscles. So yeah, I'll just start with a little stretch. Make sure I stretch out my hamstrings, my thighs, all the muscles in my thighs and my glutes. And then I am gonna go straight into the warm up. So up first we have the donkey kicks, and for this, make when you lift your leg up, make sure it's not just a lift, it's a push, okay? And when you push it up, make sure that you're pushing your weight with your heel, okay? And for this, I don't really count like how many I do. I just make sure what if I do five on one leg, I do five again on the other leg, and then I just keep going until I start to feel it to burn in my glutes. And then I'm going to be alternating between the donkey kicks. I'm going to be also doing the fire hydrants, and these are making sure that I'm targeting my side glutes and not just uh, my upper glutes. Okay. And right now I'm just stretching out because I'm starting to feel a burn. So I'm just going to be. So I think I did five before. But honestly, I'm not really counting. For me, it's like I need with the warm up. I don't really count how many reps I do. It's just I need as long as I feel a burn after I'm done with the warm up. For me, that's a successful warm up. Okay, and then I'm making sure that I'm stretching in between. Actually, with this routine, with every exercise that you do, make sure you're pushing your weight with your heels. This will make sure that you're properly targeting your glutes, guys. So up next, I'm going to be doing some glute bridges, and for this, make sure that you're lifting your hips as high up off the ground as you possibly can, and at the top, make sure you squeeze your glutes, okay? If you're not, by the end of this activation routine, if you're not feeling um, a little burn in your glutes, you haven't really done anything, so you need to do it again. And then I'll be alternating the glute bridges with some hip abductions, and this was targeting my side glutes. What you're seeing me right now is just me stretching because I'm feeling a little burn. Okay, but I'm gonna keep going until I feel like a proper. I like to keep light my glutes on fire before I get into my actual workout. By the way, but yeah. So I'm going to now be doing some leg raises. I think that's what they're called. That's what I call them anyway. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some leg raises, and I'm making sure that I'm lifting my leg up as high as I possibly can, because what that does is the higher I lift it up, I've noticed for me, the opposite glute gets squeezed even more. Warming up your glutes, guys, is really important because you're helping yourself to establish that mind muscle connection, which is really, really important for muscle growth. Because right now, what I'm doing is basically I'm training in my mind that each time I do like a squat or I do a glute bridge, I'm training it to focus on a specific muscle. So every time when I do actually do start my routine, I know that the muscle that I need to feel it in or that I need to focus on growing is my glutes. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. So I always like to incorporate squats into my warm up because I usually include squats in my glute workouts. So by incorporating them into the warm up, it helps me when I do actually do start the workout. It helps me keep the proper form. So right now I'm basically practicing the form and practicing how low I need to go for me to feel my glutes. So with the squats, I like to focus on my form. That includes having my legs wide apart, and also I make sure that my toes are pointing outwards, and I also make sure that I'm not going down too low, because when I go down too low, it for some reason puts my form off, and I make sure that anytime I'm lifting my body weight up, I am lifting with my heels. So up next is the standing leg raises. So for this, I make sure that I'm swinging my leg back, and for the purpose of this is to make sure that you target your upper glutes. Okay. So if you're not feeling anything in your upper glutes, you just need to do it again and make sure that you're leaning, your upper body is leaning a bit more forward. So if you can see, I'm holding onto something. Then I usually alternate those with some standing hip abductions as well. So up next is the lateral squat walks. Basically, go into like a half squat and put the resistance band on your thighs and just step side to side like how I am doing. Okay, make sure that if you're not feeling this in your glutes, you're doing something wrong. Either go a bit low, okay, if you're trying to challenge yourself a bit more, or if you don't have resistance bands, again, the best thing for you is to go a little bit lower than I am right now and just start walking to the side, okay? So the last move I'm gonna do is the laying leg raise. So for this one is basically helps me ensure that I target my upper glute a lot more, because sometimes I struggle to target my upper glutes. But yeah, so make sure that your pelvis, your pelvic bone is not off the ground. Make sure that your pelvic bone is on the ground. The only thing that should be off the ground is your leg. That's basically it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me. Bye.